looking at patterns. Hello. Hi, Paige. How are you doing? I'm working on a jacket, so I'm looking at patterns currently. Ooh, that's actually really cool. I want to open that image. Hello. Oh my gosh, Cass, you made it. Hi. Drinking beer? No. I don't even really like beer. Am I talking about periods again? I don't know. Do you want me to? Does that make you uncomfortable? Does it make you uncomfortable to talk about it? Or do you think I just talk about it only? Because it's called education and bringing awareness to a subject. You don't like it, there's an X, there's a slide. So many things you would do. It's apple juice. Do I like WWE? No. It's not like I don't like it. I just don't watch it. Never been really that into it. My mom was into it apparently for a little bit, but not really. I have some friends, or had some friends that are into it, like majorly, like religiously. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well too. Hi from Wisconsin. Hello. I'm gonna save that picture. Is it on both screens? I don't really need it to. I don't want that. Sorry, I'm looking at patterns as well. I have so much stuff I need to do. What's the stuff on the shelf behind me? That is thread. So that goes into my sewing machine and comes out with fabric and, holds it together. Sewing. 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 So that's all my sewing stuff over there. Hello from Indiana. Hello. So I can't say anything about a season, but I can tell you just to keep your eyes open, your ears open, and stuff will be happening real soon. You don't have good vision. I get that. It's probably all like blurry. So each one is they're supposed to kind of be color organized, but they're actually organized by the type first because they're from different boxes. So they probably get worse as you go down. Aw, thanks. What do I do for a living? Well, I run my business Fitclusion. I do social media, I do Twitch, I do YouTube, and I do acting, voice acting, and ow. I think I just cut my thumb open. What else? I mean, it's not really much of a job, but I work on disability awareness and advocacy. How am I and my significant other? Well, we're doing well. From Liverpool, England. Hello. I was just talking to someone from Denmark because we were playing Faz. Aw, thank you. How many tattoos do I have? I have 4. Still, 4. Hello from Brazil. The only Portuguese word I know is oi. No, I haven't really. I mean, unless you count, like, dates when you're in a relationship with someone and date nights like that. But, like, if you're talking, like, first dates, no, I haven't because I'm in a relationship. Yes, Phasmophobia. I play and I haven't Twitch streamed it yet because I just got new gear and my old gear couldn't handle streaming it. But, I stream on Twitch and sometimes YouTube, which is Shauna Rae 1999 for both. Thank you. I love y'all too. Hi, how are you? Am I a big seafood eater? I kind of have to be, so I'm allergic to MSG, and I'm supposed to avoid foods that are man-made mostly, like bleached flours, bleached pastas, canned foods, frozen foods that have emulsifiers, additives, all that stuff in it. I'm also supposed to avoid red meat and fatty meats, But I was already pescatarian when I found that out, so I don't eat meat. I do eat animal products, and I do eat fish. Did I ever get my own place? Not currently. I am looking to move out, though. Mi español no es bueno, pero yo, I can't think of the word. Mi cabeza es muy mal. I have a fucking migraine. I'm sorry my language, but I do have a migraine. No, I'm not saying I'm familiar with. Yo puedo hablar muchas palabras en español, pero I don't know confident. I'm not confident with my Spanish. Let's just say that, okay? I'm not confident with it. Do I like apple juice? Yes and no. It's become like my go-to drink because it's one of the drinks that I can have, and I can only have certain brands. But it's one of the go-to things that my brain has like become okay with, and it doesn't give me strong migraines like other drinks do. You can't speak Spanish? I tried learning, so I took 4-ish years, if you count like a half year, in Spanish, and then I learned via Duolingo, but like the best Spanish was when I worked as a barista, because not only did my manager speak Spanish, not only did the customers speak Spanish, but my mom ran a kitchen, and the people in the kitchen spoke Spanish a lot. So I got to test my Spanish a lot, and I don't have that capability anymore, so I've lost it. I do not speak really good in Spanish. I even know that I did not say that phonetically correct. I'm in a relationship, so I don't know, is that luck or is that bad luck? Am I interested in driving? I've had my license for over a year. I got it. If you watch I Am Shauna Rae, or if you did, and that's where you're kind of asking, I got it, and it was filmed on the show. But yeah, it's been over a year. Hi, how are you? From Argentina? I've never been, but it's definitely one of the countries I wanted to go to at one point in my life. I was like, Argentina seems like a fun one. Help the Spanish to improve English. See, that would only work if I was fluent in Spanish, because I need to be able to understand you still. And I'm not going to be able to understand you, and you're not going to be able to understand me, and that's just going to be a problema. Hi from Canada. Hi. So, to be honest, I have a trip coming up, and I was going to be close to Canada, and I really wanted to go in, because I don't have my passport, but I do have my enhanced ID, and I really wanted to go, but the people I'm going with don't have enhanced IDs or passports, so I can't go to Canada, and I haven't been since I picked Sahara up for the first time, and before that I was 10, and I miss it. Canada was so nice. I got my name written on a little piece of rice, and he put a heart next to it too, and then he put it in like a little cat necklace, and it was so cute. It's really sad when it broke. Did I ever move out? So no, I still live with my parents right now with the world, and it's not affordable. I am looking to, but it depends on if it's affordable for me. Right now, I'm not making the funds to support myself comfortably, and I don't want to move out premature and then, be struggling when I can just wait a little bit and be somewhat comfortable with moving out. And it's like at this point, it's like, what's a couple more months if it means I'll be comfortable? Now, if I wasn't ever going to be comfortable, whether I moved out or if I stayed here, I would probably just move out. Am I familiar with Belle Island? I am not. It's smart to stay home. Yeah, I'm trying to save the money. That's the thing. Trying to save the money until I have the funds and, the needs, because I also have to think about my safety and stuff. And all those factors, Sahara's got to be trained and taken care of. She can't be trying to pull me, she's very strong. So we gotta take care of that. I want to be comfortable with, being on my own, you know, every single day. So, like, lone, like, not being able to, like, go to someone if I need protection, kind of alone. So yeah, it's a lot. And then when I live in the East Coast, I live in New York, it's expensive. Yeah, the struggle is real. It's real for everyone, which is really unfortunate, but I'm hoping one day we can get better. You're from Spain? Hola. If your family is Spain, I encourage. I moved out prematurely and I'm struggling. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. That's unfair that life is handing you that, but you know, maybe it's built your character, or maybe it's gonna pay forward. I hope that it turns out really well for you, and I hope that you eventually stop struggling. I hope that we all eventually stop struggling. But yeah, so that's the deal. I was like, as long as my parents are good with me here and I'm comfortable here, I'm good with staying. But we'll see. And I'm hoping, like, within, like, definitely the next 6 to 8 months to be on my own if possible. But we'll see where my career goes. It all depends on the funds, like I said. Hello, how are you, Nick? I saw your paintballing pic not yesterday, the other day. Was it yesterday? I can't remember anymore. Days are blurring. But I was happy to see that you're still paintballing. I'm so happy to see that. Can I give my parents a high five for that? See, that's like a very difficult ask. I'm short. High-fiving them is difficult. And then high-fiving them in general, they don't do that. So they're gonna look at me like I'm weird. And then Mark's gonna crush my hand. You're thinking of selling your house and going somewhere other than Texas? I don't know what it's like in Texas, but, you know, if you want to do something and you think that it's better, definitely do your research, definitely make sure you're equipped enough for it, like, especially, like, for those people that, like, want to go live on their own or live in a van, make sure you're equipped for it, make sure you got a handle on everything, make sure you understand for when disasters happen, how to handle them, because you never want to get into a situation if you don't know how to handle the bad part of it, but make sure you're definitely ready, and, you know, just do it, because you don't ever want to ask what if, and with everything going on right now, I think there is a huge struggle, and I think at the end of the day, we're all struggling, we're all going through things, so do something that makes you happy, so that makes your struggles a little less like struggles, or a little less feeling like struggles, and more sunshine in your life. Just do something to make your life more positive, more happy, more sunshine. Even if it means changing everything you know just on a gut feeling. If you have a gut feeling, I say go for it sometimes. Like, as long as you do your research and you are well equipped enough that you think you're ready, do it. Because we only live once. And as someone who has, like, gone through her ups and downs in life and, you know, has been all over the place mentally, you kind of just gotta go for it, and I'm trying so hard to go for it in my life, and, you know, other people are gonna stop you, and other people are gonna prevent that, but you can't let them, and you just gotta keep going, and you gotta just do what makes you happy, because at the end of the day, no one knows what's gonna make you happy like you do. As long as you're not hurting yourself, hurting your other people, and you're doing what makes you happy, that's all that matters. Aw, thank you. How's my stepdad? He's doing well. He's downstairs. I noticed that he posted a lot of AI photos today on Instagram. I don't know what that was about, but he did that. Yes, exactly. Live your own life. From Argentina? Hello. I'm okay. I'm with someone. I'm sorry. I don't think they would agree with me getting married to someone else. I'm not ticklish. So, sorry to burst that bubble. Burst that thought. Sorry. I'm doing good. How are you? Will I be doing a guest bartending again? I really hope so. I like doing that. We're hoping to definitely do more charity events like that, and Mark's even thought of like making me go to his gigs and do it there. But it all really depends. I definitely want to do it. If we're going to do it in a large place, I want to do it for a good cause. Because if there's a lot of people at the venue, then I definitely want to be able to have a chance of helping someone out with a tip jar or whatever the case may be. Because at the end of the day, it's very important to pay it forward. And I feel like maybe just bartending for the heck of it isn't as fun without knowing that it's, doing something for someone other than getting people wasted. Thank you. Appreciate it. Nah. I'm pretty typical. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think I went through life not having a lot of empathy, and I changed it around at 16, and it's given me a lot of perspective in life, As someone who did not care for life as they were younger, did not want to be around, did not have people understand them. I took a lot of self-medication and, thinking on myself. That was my time. I did therapy with myself. I took, mental breathers. I did a lot of stuff for myself. So I think a lot about what other people are going through and how, people can be thinking something over, because at the end of the day, you never know what someone's going through, and a lot of people treated me viciously, not understanding I'm acting a certain way because of what I'm going through. I'm acting out in life. I'm having tantrum as a young child because I don't feel like you're there for me emotionally and just for me physically. I feel like I'm just a body and a baby, and I don't feel like anyone cares about how I feel. Not once, during my cancer procedures, are you really asked, how are you doing? How are you doing okay in school? How are your friends? Do you have friends? That's not a concern growing up when you're a cancer baby. What's a concern is, are you alive? Are you breathing? Is it coming back? Does she need chemo again? Does she need bone scans? Is there something else that's going to happen? We messed with her brain. Could she be brain dead? Is she going to talk? All of these things. And then in kindergarten, when you're found out that you're short and that you need to go on medications, all they're thinking about, okay, she needs to go on growth hormones. Oh, the growth hormones are hurting her. Okay, then we gotta stop them. Oh, she needs to go on a puberty blocker and growth hormones again. She needs to do all this. She needs to get her bone scan. She needs to get 8 tubes of blood taken every time she's at the hospital. She needs to have a conversation. She needs to get her chest checked. She needs to get every area checked for puberty. She needs everything done. But not once are we gonna ask, how are you? Besides more than the common before they get down to the medical. And they're not listening to that question. That's the only question they're not listening to. It's sad, but that's the medical experience I took away. Is, unless I was going through something physically, medically, it wasn't a concern. So I acted out, and therefore, I was not received well, and no one cared to get to the bottom of it. They put me in anger management therapy, but it wasn't really much of, well, why do you get angry? Or why do you have these feelings? It's those are the questions, but it's not much deep diving into it. When I say I don't know, I can't, I don't understand it. I explain other situations, they're not listening to those. They're just listening about the anger. I needed actual regular therapy. And I didn't get that. So, I feel like I went through a lot at a young age. And then I went through a lot, by 10 too. I had a house fire. My grandma passed away. I had a lot of experience with death at a young age. A lot of my family was much older than I. My cousins were much older than I. So I had people treat me older. And I had people in my family talk down to me, and I had people in my family speak to me like a regular human being. And it changed my perspective on a lot of things and showed me who has value for me and who doesn't. And I think that has helped morph my understanding of other people. Because whether I think you're a good person or not, I'm still going to think of what you go through. Whether or not you're a good person or not, I'm still not going to want to hurt you. I still understand that you go through things and that, yeah, that shouldn't happen. Now, do I want to be involved with you in any way? No, I'm going to cut ties as soon as possible. But I'm going to also not try to screw you over. I don't like to screw people over. I think it's wrong. I think it's nasty. It's happened to me so many times over, and I think people can be ridiculous. Like, it's okay to platonically just say, I don't want to be friends with you, instead of just screw someone over. Like, you don't have to be a jerk about it. You can just be honest. And I think a lot of people use actions over words, and I think it's ridiculous. Like, they think words are going to hurt people more, but I feel like if you use your words at the end of the day, you'll realize that, yeah, it's going to hurt someone. It's going to hurt no matter what. But there's more respect for the words. There's less respect for the actions you take. Talk up a storm. Yeah, I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like people don't understand, because, like, when you're disabled or when you're treated differently, I feel like a lot of people treat you like you're uneducated, you don't talk, like, you're not there mentally. And I think that's hilarious, because if you talk to some people, they won't shut up. And then, also, once you get, like, certain people comfortable, you will never remember the fact that they never talked. And also, I feel like people just isolate, and that's why people don't talk. Let's be realistic. When you're in a room and everyone's talking about you, of course you're not going to talk. You feel uncomfortable. Everything you're doing is being evaluated. Why would you talk? Because that's just going to be evaluated. Am I ready for spring? Yes. I'm so ready for warm weather. I just want to put my boots away. You know, I just want to pull out the flip-flops and not have to worry about wearing tennis shoes or anything again, because I don't use foot pedals, so my shoes don't matter, okay? Shoes do not matter. I can go out looking amazing and not have to worry about getting my heels stuck in a pedal or something, or, you know, driving dangerously. Wear tennis shoes, okay? It's better for you. Don't wear heels. You don't want to break something or get stuck, okay? Wear tennis shoes or flat shoes. And cover your toes, okay? Cover your dang toes. You don't want to lose a toe. You never know. And also, to all the people that wear hair clips, when you drive, take those out. Take those out when you drive. When you're driving, take those out, because any force, that's going right into your skull. Okay? You don't want a clip being stuck in your skull. Breaking your skull is not fun. Okay? That leads to brain damage, potentially. You don't want to do that. Okay? So, closed toe, flat shoes, driving. No clips in the hair when you're driving. Be safe. Be safe, please. I'm driving now. I'm out there. I've been out there for a year. Be flippin' safe. And stop texting while you're driving. Oh my god. The amount of, like, actual professional car driving people I see texting while driving, I want to, like cops, like actual professional people, truck drivers, like people that are on the road 24/7 or all the time, and that's their job. Like, what are you doing? Just be safe. And that's the issue with New York. Everyone drives like a lunatic. The best advice you can give someone who's driving in New York is just don't react. Don't react. If someone's coming at you, just don't react. Figure your stuff out calmly, but don't react to them. From Oregon. I still only think of Oregon Trail. Yeah, see, no, you don't do that. That's really bad. That is, no. Oh my god. I'm almost like everyone should drive with hand controls because then their hands are occupied. But you guys would find some way to just maneuver the phone in your hand while you're on the spinner knob and you would use your elbow or something. And I'm just here like, that's not what we're supposed to do. Like, I already know if legally everyone had to drive with hand controls, it wouldn't solve anything. It would not solve anything. I'm sorry. Driving's insane here. What about if you're using a GPS? They have phone holders. They literally have phone holders of so many types. Window phone holders, mirror phone holders, hook phone holders, vent phone holders. They have so many different types of phone holders that you do not have to hold your phone. And you know what also a lot of cars have? CarPlay or Bluetooth. So what your Google Maps or whatever you use goes on your car. Isn't that nice? My car doesn't have that, but so many cars today have that. You do not need your phone in your hand when you're driving. I'm sorry. You can't argue with me on this. It's a legal one. 2, I just can't. Hi, Nye. Hi, Gary. I just can't. There's no arguing it. You just shouldn't do it. See, voice text, Bluetooth, yeah, that's not touching. I still think, like, sometimes if you're arguing with, like, your Siri or your little bot or whatever, just say screw it. Because at some point you're gonna get heated at the little thing, and you're gonna get distracted. Oh, and ended the stream? Am I still watching? I am still watching. How'd the end of the stream go? How was Faz? I'm doing good. How are you? Hi. I'm trying to scroll because I saw someone I know. Oh, what did you walk into? Oh, just me ranting about driving because so many people, like, have their phone fully out. And I'm just here like, as a hand control driver, I could not even think about doing it. Like, I could think about how I would do it, but I could not even think about actually doing it. Do I speak Portuguese? Nothing other than oi. Yeah. Life's a mess. I need to put my posters up. I got a bunch of sewing posters and I need to put them up, but I don't want to pin them and I don't want to sticky tack them, so I'm deciding whether or not I should get poster holders or figure something out. Hello! Having your baby, that's extreme. That's so extreme. That is so extreme, and you're probably asking like the wrong person to have a baby. I am pushing a baby out of me. Not happening. Not happening. Sorry. Next question. Do I still make my own clothes? Yeah! So I actually, because it's in reach, I have the samples right here, and then I have the 25 piece, that's not going back up, okay. I have the 25 pieces, depending on the size of availability. But you can go to fitclusion.com to see the first piece. I'm hoping to work on a second piece and get some other pieces out there. It's probably not going to be exactly matching this outfit just yet. I am hoping to do a opposite outfit with it so you can mix and match, but it's probably going to be more something else, I think, personally, because I am working on this outfit right now and I think it might be a good idea to make it for Fitclusion. But like I said, you can go to fitclusion.com. It's FITCLUSION. I can put it in the comments too. It's also in the links on my link tree. I should do a hoodie design. See, I've thought about doing it. I've thought about doing quite a bit of things, but it's about funding. I need funding. I would love to do a hoodie. I'd love to do a blazer. I would like to do like one piece of each at least, but it's all about, funding. I need this to scroll. You're annoying me. Brazil. Oi, that's like the only word I know. Would I like to be an actress? So I've actually acted. I was in a Stephen King thing on Apple TV called Lacey's Story. I was up for Megan. I was up for the role of Orphan too. I did a Christmas movie that's not out yet. It's like a little indie one. It's very small. And then I have other things going on. I also am, I do voice acting auditions as well. You gave up. I never responded to you. I'm sorry. I still live in New York, yes. How am I? I'm doing well. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. TLC kept it hush-hush. They didn't want to talk about my acting. And I get it. See, here's the issue with saying stuff like this. You know who you are. You wouldn't, because you wouldn't get anywhere close to me. I wouldn't let you. Because people that comment like this, I wouldn't be attracted to. So you wouldn't have a chance to. But you can continue to in your dreams. It's the only place you will. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Sorry, there's a lot of thirsty men in here. Come to Louisville, Kentucky. So I've actually been to Kentucky. My aunt used to live there. And I actually know, so, my friend's brother is moving to Kentucky. Oh, it's not people. It's fine. People are mean no matter where you go. People are always gonna hate you because you're amazing. But the other thing that is always gonna happen is people of a certain sex, when it comes to another certain sex, are always gonna hound. Because they just can't control themselves. And, we gotta blame the hormones or whatever. But, there's a thing called self-control, and it unfortunately just wasn't taught. And to me, as, a female who grew up with a mom, self-control urges, all that stuff was taught to me. Education was there. And the idea of control was taught to me. It's gonna happen, blah, blah, blah. Taught. I don't think it was taught to the opposite sex in my generation, or the generation above me, or the generation behind them, or behind them. I just don't think the ability to control was ever taught. And, they always were taught, these are urges you have and you can't control them, so you must act on them. Instead of, hey, you're gonna have these things, but you can control it. It's totally okay. And yeah, there's gonna be times where you want to act on it, but make sure you get consent. I just think it's not that difficult. If we can do it for one gender, then when we thought there was only two genders, we can definitely do it for the other genders. And the others peoples. I mean, let's be realistic. It's just about being honest and open. And a lot of people don't like doing that, which is fine. I keep looking up because, my kind of friend from Twitch, Pandas, is on stream, and I'm supporting them by watching. And I'm watching them get the Easter thing for Faz. I would show you, but I'm not spinning my phone. I could flip my camera, but I don't want to take the chance that it's not going to do that. Aw, yeah, exactly. No F's given. See? I told you. They just can't help themselves. They really can't. And you know what? Sometimes you can't blame them. Sometimes you just gotta pat them on the head and go, "Aw, you didn't know better." And sometimes you gotta smack them in the face. So my dogs are downstairs. Sahara is actually in bed, passed out. But the rest are downstairs. They didn't eat too long ago. They ate actually it's been 2 hours. Holy crap. They ate about 2 hours ago, and my family all came home, so they're all probably tired out now. Your wife says hello. Tell them I say hello back. Well, thank you. I think everyone is pretty in their own way. So I think everyone should get that compliment. Aw, well, one, I'm sorry you've been through similar things, because the things I've been through are not all easy. But I am so glad you're here, and I'm so glad you made it through, and if you are still going through things, I hope you come out the other side stronger, and just know that you are gonna be amazing, and no matter where you are in life, you're still gonna continue to grow and be amazing. And yeah, it's just keep doing you, because if you stop, then they win. And you can't let them win. You can't let anyone win. Yeah, of course. I saw something about a black eye. I don't have a black eye if you're talking about me. It's just shadows in my bags. So these are like my cancer scars, in my opinion. Because they've always been here. Have I ever been to the UK? No, but I want to go. I definitely want to go. I usually have a selfie light on, and I don't. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. My eye color kind of changes, but I really appreciate that. It's kind of been this way since I was little. I definitely think it's become a little more greenish, because when I was a baby, they were bright, bright blue. Aw, it's okay. It's all about, I feel like, we all have our culture, and for me, bullying, cancer scars, all of that's my culture that molded me. Medical culture, I guess. What advice would I give to this generation? To shut up and listen. To act with research. To not act on impulse. To work hard. But also remember to have fun, and remember that having fun all the time doesn't always mean that it's going to be okay. I mean, I think at the end of the day, a lot of people since COVID have just decided to up and go. And for me, personally, doing that is great. But also remember your roots, because if you forget your roots, then you've got nowhere to fall back on. And you always want to go back to someplace. If you're going to leave your roots, you need to go build new roots. You need a place that's a fallback place. I just don't want anyone to get, stuck in a bad situation. So always have a fallback place. My favorite animals. So favorite animal is a polar bear. Second favorite animal is a elephant. Third is a giraffe. Yeah. I don't answer DMs because unfortunately certain people get really creepy and they get really aggressive when you don't answer. I used to read them to find the people that would go, "Oh, you're such an inspiration," or the people that would go, "Oh, I have a similar story," because I don't like leaving a community alone. I want people to know that there's an outreach and that you can find people like you. But there's so many comments of, aggressive, vulgar, 18 plus content kind of stuff. And, sometimes it even turned into threats, death threats, all sorts of things, because I just wasn't giving in to anything. Because I didn't open a DM. It's not my fault I don't open my DMs. It's not my fault that people expect me to answer every single person and talk to every guy that's interested in me. It's not on me. If you want to message me, that's on you. You can't get mad at me for not answering. And yeah, and sometimes there's scammers in there. And you have to remember to be safe on the internet, because not everyone is who they seem. I've had a lot of people also, I've seen DMs of people go, oh, someone pretended to be you and scammed me, now you have to pay me back. Like, that legally is not actually my fault, and I'm sorry it happened to you if it did, but that's on your own fault, because you gave someone else money consensually, not knowing who they were. It's not my fault you got catfished. And that's unfortunate. You can contact the authorities, but they won't do anything because you willingly gave someone money. There's not a lot of things people can do. Best country, in my opinion. So I don't really have much of an opinion because I can't explore and I haven't explored. But I think, like, the coolest country from being a United States citizen who's never really left and only has, like, Americanized culture to go off of would be, like, South Africa, India, or Korea, or Japan. Japan's a big one. I feel like Japan is, like, a culture that every or most American citizens, or United States American citizens, because the Americanas is Central and South, most United States American citizens glorifies. Like, they definitely make Japan seem like it's amazing. Even, like, all of the videos on TikTok and stuff that are recommended, they're always about how the food's amazing and how everything's so pretty there. And, like, there's always glorifying when it comes to the internet, and I feel like that is one in the United States that is very glorified and everyone most of the time wants to go to. So yeah, I feel like those are the top three, and that might be the reason, because of where I've grown up, what I'm surrounded by, what is, idolized or glorified, and versus, actually knowing where I'm going, because I don't know anything about most countries. I should do a podcast. Stay tuned. I can't say much, but I can say stay tuned. Aw, thank you. That's so sweet. I do want to give a 15-minute warning. I do have to get started on a jacket pattern. I have like a couple days to really get done with it before I go away, and I'm not going to be able to work on it anymore until I get back. So I want to get the pattern done, the panels cut out, and, it ready to be starting to sew tomorrow. I gotta cut zippers too. I gotta decide if I'm doing pockets too. I'm gonna do pockets. Or at least two. Just on the side. I think it's gonna probably be kind of like a hoodie pocket where it's side versus like a typical jacket pocket where it's like slanted. Just because that doesn't work for me. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. It's not like a comfortable place for me because my ribs stick out. It just doesn't feel right. It hurts. Not gonna happen. Do I prefer singing or dancing? Neither. I can't sing. And honestly probably dancing, but I can't dance either. Yeah, I was like, a lot of people would judge me wherever I go, and that's the unfortunate thing, is like, I know as a disabled person, I know as a woman, I know as an American citizen that there is going to be a lot of judgment when I travel, and I'm not looking forward to it, but you know what? The world can kiss my butt, in the friendliest way of saying that, I guess. Which is my favorite video game? Oh my god, there's so many. But I love, the horror game Until Dawn and The Quarry. I think they're graphically done extremely well, and I like the butterfly effect. So I love those games. I want to say those are probably, like, top tier. I don't know favorite, though, because, like, favorite's probably a classic. Have fun at work. Bye. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, everyone's jealous. That's what the world is deemed down to. And I feel like once you let go of your jealousy for other people, it really is so much better. Because you can never have what someone else's has. Like, even if you get exactly what they have in life, you will never have what they have. Because you're not them. And you don't view life like them. So stop trying to get life like them. Because it's not going to work. Gummy bears or gummy worms? Gummy bears. Unless it's ice cream. Then it's gummy worms because of the mud cake thing. Aw, thank you. I'm sure you're amazing too. You're so sweet. We are almost at a 10-minute warning. I don't want to keep looking at the clock. Hello from Ohio. Hello. I used to go to Ohio a lot. I had family in Ohio growing up. Hello. I can't really answer anything about this show except to say stay tuned. I'll give you guys news as soon as I can. Hi, how are you? Hello. Brazil. Oi. Aw, thank you. Yeah, so my eyes actually have been blue-green, little purple, little red. So I feel like they mix, but they definitely stick on the blue side. I'm an old soul. I've been told that before, and I feel like I'm more comfortable knowing that. Because I feel like young souls are insane. Can I read your question? Well, I couldn't read your question, but I read that. If you're demanding it, it's gonna be a no. They're going so fast that I can't, actually read every question. I'm sorry. I would love to, but I can't. And I can go through the question format, but there's only 2. Do I plan on doing another mobility expo? I would love to go to another mobility expo or ability expo. But it all depends on my schedule versus the schedule of the ability expos, and they actually really happen around the warmer months, so we'll see coming up here real soon. Do you have any other movies or shows currently watching that I'd recommend? Well, I'd say I watched The Witcher the first couple seasons, but I'm probably not going to watch this next season because the deep fake is really bad. At least from the preview I saw. So I'm not looking forward to that. Just as an actress, I don't think I can, stomach it. Because I can't, I don't even want to see the new Willy Wonka because I can't. It bothers me. Okay, so it's gonna be a couple years before I probably see it. What else? I will always recommend American Horror Story. I think every season has had its highs and lows. Some of them take a bit to get into. There's this movie called Pearl, which has this huge monologue in it. It's about she's a psychopath. But, there's a huge monologue in it that's really good, and I definitely recommend watching. Wonka is great. That's cool. I still am gonna watch it. I have a little bit of a lack of respect for using one person for a role that is literally been a role for disability people of short stature, and they were literally told you can only do these kind of roles. They were kind of typecasted, and then now we're taking it away because of new technology. Piss off. That's not okay. That's not okay to strip jobs. I'm sorry. It's just not okay. I'm not even going to talk about it because I don't want to talk about it. Can I do a backflip? No, I want to, but I can't. I cannot. I was going to learn, but those people ditched my life. So, it didn't happen. Yeah. The only thing I will say about the Wonka thing, in general, when it comes to disabilities or anything with a difference, there's a general thing that upsets me is when you isolate people and give them opportunities, but they're selected opportunities, and then you want to take those selected opportunities away from them on top of it. You can't make a person less of a person. That's not okay. I also don't believe slavery or anything of that. Any country, anywhere should be a thing. I'm sorry. You can hate me, you can put me on a cross and burn me. I don't care. It's just treating humans, animals, beings like beings is important. It's necessary. It's when we don't do that they're not the screwed up one. We are. New advice for 21-year-olds. Don't drink too much, okay? Do not do the 21 shot thing. That will really hurt you. Do not drink too much, okay? You think that you are foolproof? You are not. The world will catch up to you. And don't party so much. Enjoy your life. Enjoy going out. But you do not need alcohol to have fun. You do not need drinks to have fun. You don't need anything but yourself and your good personality and maybe some good friends to have fun. And just remember that. Always know your limit. Definitely when you go out with a safe buddy. The world is scary, especially when you're intoxicated. Always make sure you never leave your drink at a bar or anything. Always take it to the bathroom. I don't care if you accidentally pee in it, whatever. Don't leave it unsupervised. If you're at a bar that has that litmus paper, definitely test your drink all the time. And don't ever let your guard down. I know it's really easy when you're intoxicated, but only let your guard down if you know you are 100% safe and someone is literally watching you the whole night. Because I've seen a lot of people get taken advantage of in the dumbest ways, whether it's losing money or serious ways. So be careful! The world is scary, and I know we don't want to act like it is, but it is, okay? The world is a little scary. Just be careful and always have a sober buddy, okay? When I say safe buddy, they have to be sober. Not on anything. Because if they're on something, then they're not your sober buddy and they're not looking out for you. Have I been drunk? Yes, plenty of times. Have you been drunk? Or you were old enough to be drunk? Because I feel like most people who have drank alcohol have gotten to the point of intoxicated. Because I feel like we're always trying to test our limits and just see how far we can go. And then we learn. And we learn to sit back. Have a good night. We're going to leave soon too anyway. Am I going to be able to carry any babies soon? Soon? Oh, backtrack. No, not soon. I don't want to carry a baby. As far as I've been told I can, I don't want to. I'm not going to. There's no baby coming out of me. Whether it's a C-section or a natural, it's not happening. No babies. I don't do babies. No babies. No babies in this body. I'm sorry. There's just no way I think that my body could handle 10 pounds feeding off of it. I'm 50 pounds. That's a fifth of me. You have a physical disability also. Well, I hope that you are staying strong, and I'm sorry that anything that anyone puts you through. Because it's not fair. No, we're not talking about that. Good night. Have a good one. Oh yeah, I have no issue. I was like, there's always egg donation, sperm donation, IVF. There's so many ways to have children. There's adoption. There's, just foster care in general. There's so many ways to have children. And honestly, I'm not at the stage of my life where I'm thinking about that. So it's not 100% of a concern of mine. Now, there are precautions I am taking as a cancer patient and someone who underwent chemotherapy in the 90s and early 2000s. Because of the drugs that were used, fertility and stuff can be affected. So I am taking the precautions there. And I'm trying to set myself up the best way possible, but there's only so much that I will be able to do in my life, and At the end of the day, whatever happens, happens. And whatever's meant to be is meant to be. Hi, Tomato, you joined right for the last 3 minutes. I'm not 26, I'm 24. And what do you mean, really? Like, is it so hard to believe? I'm sorry. Do you want me to sing my ABCs and talk in a baby voice? Because I can do that. It's totally cool. Like, I could totally not. I can't even do it that long. I'm sorry. I can't talk in a baby voice unless you give me kid words to say. But, like, being realistic, yeah, I'm 24. I was born in 1999, and I had cancer. So, cancer affected my height, along with my chemotherapy affecting some things. So, life has not been easy. But, you know, it's whatevers. I like how you explained who you were. That's great. Thank you. It's not much different. I'm being honest. I've taken helium. It's not much different. People don't notice the difference. What was my first tattoo? My back tattoo. So it's 2 elephants making the cancer symbol. I speak a little Spanish. I understand more Spanish, but mi español is no español. Can I do an Australian accent? No, I actually can't. I've tried hard. I can do somewhat of a British. I can do a country because I can slip into a country because my mom has somewhat a country accent. And then I did a Russian accent for an audition. When I auditioned for, I believe it was Orphan 2, I had to do a Russian accent. Oh, thank you. Yo te enseño eso. También. Oh, like, me también. Me also. I am in a relationship. How are my sisters? Well, one's married. The other one's doing well. She's alive and downstairs. They're doing okay. You know, life is really blooming and moving, and hopefully everything works out for them, you know? I did not notice how much my one friend played this dang game. How's my parents? They're good. Busy. Mark has done a couple switching around things, and my mom has, you know, dealt with the same bullcrap every day in and day out. So, you know, working in life. Favorite song currently? I don't have one currently. Gonna be honest, I listen to songs on autoplay. I've been so busy, I haven't been listening. So we just have maybe 30 seconds until I go. How old is my mom? Older than me. I don't know her exact number right now. I can't do math. But she's around, I think she's 29 years older than me. I don't mean to age her, but you can look it up on the internet as well. That's the fun thing. I will say there's a benefit about having a TV show. You can look up a lot of things on the internet. Like, I was looking for a photo of me the other day, so I looked it up on the internet. Beautiful. Beautiful. Mwah! It's the most amazing thing. My sister looks up my dad's age all the time on the internet. Because she doesn't know. Plans for the summer, my birthday. Potentially moving. Am I going to make Easter eggs? That's the plan. Have I done pole dancing lately? Not since the first time. I would love to go again. It was a workout. I definitely suggest doing it, and I definitely don't suggest sexualizing it because it's a beautiful art form that men and women and others just sexualize for no reason. I get it. It's the body moving, but it's just beautiful. I don't know what's below yours, because it's probably microscopic. Let's be realistic. It's probably ignorant. It's probably rude. Oh wait, that's just your brain. Stop just sexualizing women. Just stop it. Just stop. Be better. Do better by yourself. You know, if you stop it, maybe you could fill the thoughts in your head with hobbies and some things to do, instead of just putting women on this pedestal that's not necessary and that's inappropriate, because we don't do this. We don't do this to the opposite side. I'm just gonna leave it here. I mean, let's be realistic. You're annoying. have an amazing day. Stay positive, stay beautiful, and to all the people that just don't understand, you can control your urges. And it's totally okay that you have them, but you don't need to have them towards every person on the internet that you find attractive. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. Stay positive. If you are looking for the next live, we will be live on TikTok on Thursday. Bye. Much love.